Welcome to VeVe Radio, where the fandom grows, with the one and only Raven and the biggest bro. We dive into comics, from pages to screens, collectibles and culture like you've never seen. The one and only spinning tales so grand, from Marvel to Disney, she's a digital fan. Raven takes the stage with insight so keen. She brings a perfect balance to the entire team. Get your comics ready, your collection's on display. From action figures that fans love to play. The biggest bro steps onto the stage with his joyful laughter. The fans are all the rage, from his comedic charm to his biggest heart. He brings the vibes from inside and out. He leads with love, and that's without a doubt. Welcome to VeVe Radio, where the fandom grows, with the one and only Raven and the biggest bro. We dive into comics, from pages to screens, collectibles and culture like you've never seen. Get ready, kick back, enjoy the space. VeVe Radios live for everyone in this place.
Alive! Welcome to VeVe Radio, ready! Oh! It is your boy, the biggest bro. Oh! Back at it again with episode number 12 for your head tops. Welcome to VeVe Radio. We are empowered by our sponsor, Key Comics. We want to thank Key Comics for providing the giveaways that we give to you every single time we meet this week. Here we go. It's a beautiful Tuesday. We have a wonderful show for you. Make sure you guys are paying attention for some hints about our special giveaway that we have given out today. And remember, guys, this is not financial advice. We are regular people with regular opinions, so know that opinions can change. And now, without any further ado, it is the one and only.
Good morning, everyone. Tuning in live from the studio of my house. It is nice to see everybody in the chats. Thank you all for being here. It is a beautiful day, I should say myself. And yeah, it's going to be a great show, action-packed, filled with awesome news to share about comics and collectibles. We've also got a awesome special guest later on. And we've also got some giveaways. So yes, as Big Bro said, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your ears peeled. Aha, see if you're listening, to see what the hits are going to be for later on in the show. But before we continue, let's bring in our other wonderful host all the way from the north, our favorite bird. We got Raven.
Hello. Hey, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm rocking this new avatar, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we got a big one today, so let's get it started. We have a supported giveaway today from VeVe. So to enter that, you just have to simply enter the hashtag VeVe in the chats, and StreamYard giveaway tool will pick our winner later, maybe about halfway through the show. But that's not all. We also have a giveaway, actually multiple giveaways from our VeVe Radio's official sponsor, Key Comics. We have 4 prizes. Each winner will receive 3 physical comics, and these comics will be from this week's same day as print. And you must be present to win and also willing to share your mailing address so we can get those to you. And we will spin for the winners at the end of the show. But that's not all. We also have a comic that's being given away. That's a 1:25 ratio book. It's The Amazing Spider-Man #1, and the cover artist is David Marquez. But to win this one, the biggest bro is gonna test your listening skills a little bit later in the show, at the end of the show, and he will pose a question, and if you get that question right, we will send this off to you. So good luck, and yeah, I'm excited. Let's go.
All right, let's go. And everybody, if you could also go and like, follow, and subscribe to VeVe on all their social platforms. VeVe Comics did merge with VeVe Digital. So now they're one. If you can follow them on their social platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. And also, very importantly, make sure to follow, like, and subscribe to Key Comics on all his socials on X, Instagram, and whatnot. And also catch his live shows, which he usually has on Mondays and Fridays. So make sure you set your bell notifications for those so you don't miss out on some awesome deals. And also, if you guys don't mind, go check out our YouTube channel, VeVe Radio. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe as well. We are trying to get up to 50 subscribers or more. And so I'll be putting the link in the comments later, and you guys can go in and do that for us, because we do have something in the works once we reach our 50 subs. So stay tuned for that. And also want to go down the comments here, and I'm gonna just shout out whoever's here in the chat. So we've got we've got VeVe Radio, Pastor Dak. We've got, let's see who else. We got Video Shane, Vegan Things. All right, we've got Hinano and Miss Punchline as well. Shanster. We got SeanyPoo. We have Slider. Who else? We've got Duck and Cover. We got Key Comics. Shout outs to you. We got Geode. Who else? We have Richard, Holy Frijole. And let's see, is that it? Is that everybody? Oh, we got Brian C. I butchered your last name last time, so I'm just going to stick with Brian C.
Serwin.
We have
We're going to say
Serwin.
Serwin.
Okay.
Serwin.
Brian Serwin. We also got Gary O. And killing a team tight. Nice. Okay. We've got Dupes. We also got Bones. We got Leo Millie. We have Majin Jesus. And that's it. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and stopping by to support us. Very appreciative of everybody.
We definitely appreciate that. Make sure you put your comments in the chat so we know that you're in here rocking with us. Make sure you like, subscribe, retweet, all that good stuff. Let us put the good energy out there. Ladies, we had some homework. A really nice assignment this time. This is like a leisure homework this time. I didn't have to read anything. I just had to pick out my favorite cover of the artist that VeVe Jesus gave us, which was John Jang. And, you know, he was very right. A lot of these covers have really intricate hands and hand movements and stuff like that. Funny enough, though, mine, the hands is there, but not quite prevalent. My favorite one for me just so happens to be the Miles Morales #1. Oh, look at that cover. Oh, I love it.
Ooh, nice.
That's a nice one for sure.
I love that cover. The cover is so cool. John Jang, yeah, man. The man with the hands. And then we have Dee's favorite cover right here, Ultimate Spider-Man #14. Look at that beauty. That is a beauty of a cover. Why did you pick that one, Dee?
Well, I was going through the whole list, and this one really popped out to me. I think just because it's like so bright. And his eyes too pop out. And he has his hands, but like all the details on it, like the web, and even like here on the left side of his finger, it kind of looks like it's not, I know it's the web, but the way it looks from here, it looks like more intricate, like a thumb, you know, your fingerprint. That's kind of like what it looked like to me when I first looked at it, kind of like zoomed in a bit. I mean, I know it's not, but just the way that it looked. I mean, very talented guy. There was another one too, but I'm like, okay, I need to stick to one. Because he's very talented.
That's what I was running into, because he has a Pink Ranger one I really liked, Ninja Turtle one I really liked, freaking the Batman ones. You know, there's so many. Like, so yeah, it's hard to lock down just one. And then we have Raven with Wolverine #35.
Yeah, I love this one. And yeah, VeVe Jesus was talking about like the hands and how the detail, but for me, what drew me was the mouth and the face and the detail in that. So this one really caught my eye.
Yeah, really cool covers. Really cool.
That's pretty
covers.
sick, actually.
Right. So shout out to VeVe Jesus for giving us our homework. Thank you very much, sir. And we continue to be good students in our classroom.
That's right.
Now we have our new list coming out this week, starting with Marvel Comics. D, take it away.
All right, so the Marvel Comics dropping is this Wednesday at 12 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 1, Ultimates number 11, Uncanny X-Men number 13, Star Wars Jedi Knights number 2, Storm number 7, Phoenix number 10, Daredevil number 20, Incredible Hulk number 24, Laura Kinney Wolverine number 5, Spider-Gwen the Ghost Spider number 12, Doctor Strange of Asgard number 2, and Alien Paradiso number 5.
All right, in our Dynamite Entertainment, we have DuckTales number 1, woo! Hack Slash vs. Chaos number 1, Vampirella number 9, Mars Attacks number 3, Garbage Pail Kids Origins number 3, Betty Page number 1, Miss Fury number 6, Kevin Smith's Green Hornet number 7, Elvira Mistress of the Dark number 5, and Sheena number 4. And for Humanoid Comics, Raven, take it away.
All right, we have, when is this dropping? Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We have Coma Volume 1, The Voice of Chimneys number 1. Coma Volume 2, The Hole number 2. Coma Volume 3, Like in the Western number 3. Coma Volume 4, The Hotel number 4. Coma Volume 5, The Duel number 5. Coma Volume 6, In the Beginning number 6. Unfabulous 5, Volume 1, Heroings, A Full-Time Job, Tips Appreciated, number 1. Unfabulous 5, Volume 2, Luca Beach Party, number 2. Unfabulous 5, Volume 3, The Creatures from the Black Leather Lagoon, number 3, States of Mind.
Love those titles.
I will say the humanoid titles
Right?
are always wild. Wild.
They got me looking up the Unfabulous one because I'm like, what is this about?
It's just Tips Appreciated, which is hilarious to me. But which of these comics were you looking at, starting off with you, Raven?
I went with Amazing Spider-Man number 1, partially because that is one of the comics we are giving away today. But this is basically the next era of Amazing Spider-Man has arrived. Peter is shockingly without a job and looking for gainful employment, but his job search is interrupted by a rampaging rhino who is but the tip of the sinister iceberg. What major spider villain is working behind the scenes, weaponizing other spider villains, including one we haven't seen in over 7 years? Also, what is a goblin-free Norman Osborn up to anyways? And there's some pretty cool variant covers in this one. I don't know if you have those up on the screen.
I do. There's literally 33 different covers for this one coming out.
It's quite a bit.
33. Look at, they're all on the right side there. A bunch of them. Really cool ones. Yeah,
that especially that 1 of 25 ratio one with cover artist David Marquez. That one's pretty sick, and that's one lucky winner will be walking away with that one today.
I like it because they have different homages to the other Spider-Mans. You know what I mean? Like I know like this is from like the first one, and then some stuff like that. So, pretty cool. What about you, Dee?
So my pick was Laura Kinney Wolverine number 5. There's one of the variant covers that I really love, and it's also going to be one that will be given away as well. But this one is Hydra Attack. A deranged Hydra scientist has unleashed his deadly robots, while Laura Kinney, the Wolverine, and Bucky Barnes, the Revolution, I don't know how I feel about that name, fight metal with metal as the claws, cybernetics, and tentacles fly. Our heroes have traveled a great distance to stop this threat, but will everyone make it out of this road trip alive?
Question mark?
Determined, yeah.
So which one was your favorite? Was it this one?
It was it's the one from Elena Casagrande. The one where she's let me see your screen. The first one.
Oh, the very first one.
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Yeah,
that's my favorite one. Yeah, so cool. And
fire.
like, look at the Hydra in the background, right?
Yeah,
It's just the detail is yeah.
yeah.
And I didn't see this till now. It's a skull. The whole
Mhm.
thing is a skull. Oh my god.
Hydra on Hydra.
Yeah,
Layers.
wow, layers of hydraness.
Right.
But yeah, that was my pick. What about you?
All right, and I went with Star Wars Jedi Knights #2. The Jedi face a new threat on the strange, fantastic, and mysterious world, but the planet's service ruler has a dark secret he wants hidden from the Republic. The first story featuring the never-released Kenner action figure, Atha Prime. I just really love this variant cover they have down here with the Yoda right there with the half face with the green lightsaber. Fire. I love that. I love that. And then they have
Yeah, love that glow.
the Virgin variant down there. Really, really cool covers. So these are the comics that are going to be dropping. Some of the comics are going to be dropping this week in VeVe Comics. Make sure you are checking it out starting tonight at midnight. And then tomorrow, the Humanoids dropping on 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Yeah, 10 a.m. Yep.
Cool.
Very
All
cool.
right,
Lots of
guys.
options.
Yep. Okay, so now we're going to come up to the comics that we are dealing with this week. Today, we had Doctor Strange number 381 drop today. The first appearance of Bats, the ghost dog. If you guys are playing Marvel Rivals, Bats is one of the big characters that's in the game. Can't really play as Bats, but he has a very particular moment while you're playing the ghost dog. You know, people love ghost dogs, and you can actually pet bats in the game. If you never tried, I tried several times while getting destroyed during the game because I'm sitting there trying to pet a ghost dog. So there's that. So yeah, there's
Interesting.
yeah. Everybody's playing a game trying to destroy each other, and here I am trying to pet the dog. So
That's wild.
that's my style. Like, we really do have a really cool Nicola Balderi cover here. The rare and ultra rare. I really like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like old school, like Disney, like 101 Dalmatians kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Like I really like that. So really cool cover. Yeah, man. So hopefully you guys went for that. It has 3,000 editions. It seems like that's going to be the new kind of standard for these comics that are releasing at 3,000. So yeah, good luck to everybody that's going for Bats the dog. And then we have coming up on Thursday, we have Deadpool #1. And this is Deadpool becomes a caretaker of Jeff the Land Shark. Really interesting. I wonder what this is going to be all about as Deadpool, who is, you know, kind of like our favorite wisecracking anti-hero, and he's becoming caretaker of Jeff the Shark, which is my arch nemesis in Marvel Rivals because he's a monster. He's a little monster who needs to be stopped. Shout out to Mahalo Joe.
Yeah. I like that secret rare cover though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that they're rare. See, I like when they do the rares and the ultra rare. It's not the same, but the black and white, but it's different variant. Like that rare looks really cool.
Yeah,
really cool. Then, like you said, the secret rare. It's pretty hilarious, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man. All right, and then that leads us to VeVe Comics actually merging with VeVe now. So if you're looking for VeVe Comics on the socials, they're all going to be moving everything to the VeVe Digital Official. Okay, so now you don't have to go to two places. It's all going to be under VeVe. So just let you guys know that. And then we have some comic burns coming, guys. And we have three big ones. Well, two big ones. It would have been three, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But we have it's Jeff #1. It's Jeff #1 coming in. It's going to be burned, guys. And guess what? There are still 1,911 editions of these out of 3,000 left, right? So there's more than half still left in the market. Go to the store, get these. Look at that one. That was really cool. It got Namor in there swimming with MODOK, all the Jeff stuff. So all you Jeff lovers out there, go save your boy Jeff, right? Like that. The first cover is really cool. It got all the Avengers and stuff like that. I mean, why not? Why not have that? You love Jeff, right? And then we have.
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to say it.
And then we have Jeff in the Jeff verse #1. This is also in the still in the store. Now this one still has 2,288 left out of 3,000. So only less than 800 have been brought out of the store. So these potentially can be very, very scarce. Okay. So this one, Jeff, is the Jeff verse. Pretty cool covers here. We got the Thor variant with Jeff right there, the regular rare, the Black Cat with the ultra rare, and then Pumpkin Jeff for the secret rare. Ladies, can I interest you in either It's Jeff or It's Jeff verse #1s?
For me, this week I'm playing it a little different. So the only comics I'm buying this week is the Incredible Hulk #1. So tomorrow would have been my grandpa's 100th birthday. He passed away 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my focus this week is just I've been picking up Incredible Hulk #1, and I'm going to continue to do so this week.
Let's go. I love that. What about you, D?
That's awesome, Raven. I think I have one already, but we'll see. If I don't have one, then I'll surely pick one up before it disappears. Yeah.
And a really cool thing that did happen during the same time, we did have Beauty and the Beast drop, but guess what, guys? That one did sell out. It sold out with 2,000 comics, 2,000 editions. So it's not going to be burned. They're all found a happy home. So 2,000 for the graphic novel Beauty and the Beast seemed like it was a really good idea. Sold out drop. So maybe we start seeing a little bit more of that kind of flavor, but who knows? Who knows, right? All right. So looks like we're gonna let those sell on. All right. And now, are you guys ready?
I'm so ready.
You're so ready.
I'm so ready for this.
Ready. Let me just make sure I'm ready. Okay.
All right, here we go, guys. Let's go. And now, a word from our sponsor.
This just in, the Punisher, I repeat, the Punisher has crashed his car somewhere in the VeVeverse.
We are taking you live on location where VeVe radio correspondent Raven is live on the scene with an eyewitness.
Yes, thank you, Dee. We are here with VeVeverse resident, the biggest bro. Sir, please tell us what you saw.
There we go. Oh, I'm live on scene. I was coming out of my home space, moving some blocks, building and stuff. And my friend came to the door. She was like, something wrong. It's popping. I said, what? She said, yeah. I said, no. She said, Falcon came out of the villa with no shoes on. I said, nah, dude, it's cold outside. She said, something ain't right. I said, man. She said, man, the building's on fire. I said, nah, what? I got my 3 little mighties and we bounced out. We ain't gonna be no fire. Not today.
The VeVeverse is available for download now on PC. Mobile version coming soon.
Little Prince was not having it. Let's go. I love doing these little skits commercials.
Oh my gosh.
So
sorry, guys.
As you can tell, guys, we are starting to use VeVeverse in our commercials. So guess what? You could be a part of it too. Just leave your username in the comments down below, and we will start plugging you into the VeVeverse, and you could be a part of our commercials. So yeah, a little interactivity with the VeVeverse. Let's go. All right, then we have some collectible news. We have the Ron English drop that dropped on last Saturday. I believe it was Saturday. All right, and how did you guys do that? Did you guys go for it at all?
I didn't go for it. No, I haven't gone for much lately, actually, other than my Incredible Hulk comics. But it's still on my list. Like, I'd still like to complete the set. I'll hit the market.
Yeah. What about you, D?
I went in the market and I got some of those red houses, the
Okay,
red and the green houses, just to play around with them in the VeVe-verse. Maybe I'll do like little cabins for my space that I will show way later in the future when I get around to adding these in. But yeah, that was my idea for getting those two things.
Yeah, I also went for a couple of the red houses. I did get them in the aftermarket for a couple of jimmies. So yeah, that was good. This did sell out, correct? I want to say it did.
I'm not
I
sure
don't
because
know
I
if
just
it
went in the
did.
market.
Yeah, I think it did.
So I think there was 300, wasn't there?
There was 2,000 of the greenhouse, and then 2,000 of the red house, and then 666 of all the other ones.
Mm.
We're gonna wish good things. Sold out. We're gonna stamp it as sold out.
It's sold out, right? Yeah, it's sold out.
All right, and then we also have something really really cool that I really really want, but probably not gonna get. But
Oh my god.
this
I know.
Wolverine #1 by Scotty Young, with Wolverine just going ski. Like, how awesome is that? Like, just like, he's just cheesing and just like ski. Yeah, what's up? I'm gonna get you. Like, yeah, such a cool thing. This is going to be one of our one-of-one auctions. It is going to start off at a bidding price of 2,000 jimmies. Just amazing. And this is kind of the things that VeVe does provide, is just these one-of-ones, which is amazing. Like, you put this in your VeVe-verse, you're the only one with this. No one else can have this. So, like, that's flexy. Very, very, very flexy on that one. What do you guys feel about this?
I don't have a chance, but I love it, and I'll be happy for the person who does get it.
Right? Let's go.
Yeah, it's awesome. This reminds me too of Davo, one of the community members in VeVe, and yeah, he draws similar to this, as well as our special guest as well. He has it's so funny watching his reaction.
I was gonna say the same thing. SeanyPoo got this kind of swag on his stuff too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I love it. But yeah, like him, like half his face, like he's peeking. He's like shink. He's got his adamantium claws, and he's just got that big grin on his face. Like, yeah, not today.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, that's awesome. God, good luck to whoever can land this. That's gonna be awesome.
And then we have our big drop coming this Saturday and Sunday. It is Blackpink. Blackpink coming at it again. The Blinks, are you ready? Or the Blinks here? That's what we need. We need the Blinks to be in here to get this off. We have Jisoo and Jinny dropping on Saturday, with Rose and Lisa dropping on Sunday. Each of these drops are going to be 15 gems, starting off with 4,400 for the commons on each one of the girls. Then each one of those has a special edition diamond edition, which is going to be 160 of them. Then they have an animated one, which is going to be 3,000. And then we have the basically they're kind of the special one, the secret rare, which is going to be 600. Okay. So there's going to be 4 different drops for all the ladies. How do you guys feel about the Blackpink drop?
I think they look absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, I think you're going to need some commitment if you're going to complete those sets from the store. And what is the bonus that you get for completing the set?
Completing the sets, you get a secret bonus. So completing the set. So you're going to have the mystery airdrop, and the snapshot will be taken of the Jisoo, Jinny, Rose, and Lisa set holders, excluding the Diamond Special Edition. So you're going to need the common, the interactive, and the secret rare of each one of the girls. And you need to have that down by April 30th. and it's going to be between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and set holders who are eligible will be airdropped the reward within 72 hours. Only store purchase digital collectibles are eligible, so please make sure you're realizing that you can only get it through store purchase only, not through the market, okay, guys? And then the special thing that you can get is the pink and silver diamond logo, and that's for who holds all 4 diamond editions, right?
Wow.
So that's going to be very hard to get because I believe the diamonds are like 160.
But for that one, can you do market and store?
No, store and market purchases are acceptable for the diamond one. So that makes sense because you have to have a little bit of leniency because there's only 160 of them there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how this drop does. It's going to be interesting because, you know, for me, I think that we need the Blackpink fans in here in order for this to go off. And we also have the thing where May is looming over our heads. And everybody's kind of like, what's May? It's supposed to be big. I have to kind of save my gems. But 15 gems isn't enough to kind of pull you into trying your luck with the Blackpink. I'm not too sure. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the market. Any other ideas for you ladies?
No. Yeah, for this drop, I showed Miss Punchline to see if she wanted me to get these for her to add in her cafe in the VeVeverse, and she's like, eh. Like, what? These like will be the perfect size for like
They
your
would
cafe.
look great.
But I think I'm just gonna get it anyway in the market, just so when she sees them, you know, in the VeVeverse library, she'll be like, oh, okay, maybe I'll play with these. Yeah, so I'll just get it just for that purpose. But I do. Oh yeah, go ahead. Are you gonna say something?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. I do agree with Duck and Cover that these look better than, for me personally, they look better than the first Blackpink drop.
Yeah. I like the style for sure.
And another added bonus on this is that these will burn after 6 weeks of the drop. So this is very interesting because now, because they're going to be burned, the scarcity does play into effect. And if these do take off, because these do look really good, they're really good collectibles. And like you said, D, putting this in your VeVeverse, especially in in a cafe setting or just like a concert setting, these look really good, right? Like, you know, you kind of want the little cute chibi kind of style anime figure. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting drop. Excited to see where it goes. All right, and then we do have some Brock news. Raven, can you hit us up on that?
We do. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but there's been some Fishies logos show up in the market. I think yesterday I started seeing them. And yeah, so basically I think these promo codes were given to the people that helped test the Fishies drop system for the Fishies series. And it looks like different rarities were given based on how much you helped test the drop. So I believe there is a 1 of 1 out there that was given to the person that tested the drop the most. So it's pretty exciting.
So make sure you guys are looking at your dashboard on the Fishies website. Make sure you look at your dashboard and look for your code so you can redeem that code. I believe if you did like 5 or more, then you should be in the eligibility of getting at least one kind of sign. I believe, it tears up as you purchase. So
I wonder who that person was. Does anybody know? The 1 of 1?
You could probably look it up.
That's really cool.
They bought a lot. They bought a lot of them, which is a beautiful thing. People like Brock, who is kind of testing stuff for us, gives leeway to other licensors to try new things, right? And ultimately, that's what we kind of want. We kind of want Disney to get involved, Marvel to get involved, making some of these games, and then taking our winnings from the game and transferring it into our collectibles. So really cool thing. Shout out to Brock for everything that he's doing, breaking the system. Let's go. I can't wait to see what's next for our man Brock. And then, the VeVeverse, guys. This has been a really exciting time. We're a little bit more than a month in the VeVeverse. How are you guys feeling about it? Has it kind of worn down yet, or are you just seeing more and more cool things and people are just coming up with more stuff? Like I saw a working elevator. I still really fan out over casual space with the water and the modes and stuff like that. Man, I have so many Clever Jerk, all of his stuff that he's been coming out with. It's amazing stuff. Then I saw somebody with a whole Greek island with a Colosseum and columns and stuff like that.
Yeah, I forgot who that was. Yeah, I saw that too.
Holy crap! Like what? Like this is just the amount of creativity in this space is really, really, really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, for sure. And even was it Dubes on Aloha Friday, and him taking us through his stuff was just phenomenal too. But yeah, I haven't had. Sorry, what's that?
I was saying that Star Wars room was really cool for me.
Yeah,
we had the lightsabers all displayed out. That was really dope.
Yeah, no, there's some definitely cool stuff out there, but I haven't had a chance to get in there and build anything in a while. So I'm living through everybody else.
But see, and that's the cool thing too, right? Like, Doctor Strange put up a post. He's saying like, I can't really build stuff. I'm not really that great of a builder, but he's got his photography game on point now. So he's just taking pictures and stuff like that. So like, just getting the visuals and like being able to kind of capture people's ideas of like what they want to put out there. That's a really cool thing too. So yeah.
And then that.
Yeah, VeVe also has a really great tutorial series. If you need any help with building and stuff like that, really good. There's also really great builders in here that will always give help. Shout out to Collectors Gone Digital, Masteroni, Falcon, Tales from the Rizzo. There's all these different people who are just knowledgeable. Miss Gecko, yo. I will do a straight plug for Miss Gecko. She is balling out of control with these spaces, okay? Like, she's coming out like once a day for her calendar. Like, what? And these are, dude, the pink, like, you can't tell. Like, dude, it's too good. It's too good, man. She's doing wonderful things. She made one, it was the Betty Boop, but she had her coming out like a ballerina box, like the old school, like, wind up ballerina. Spinning out. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
Just the creativity of this space, just chef's kiss, dude.
I enjoyed her cupcake, the cupcake carousel. That's been my favorite one so far. I'm like, oh, you're making me hungry, but yeah, it's so talented. Yeah. And I just love the color she uses.
Right. And then like, she makes some really good use of like the neon pinks, right? Like I never thought like the Queen's layer itself, like with the water coming down the wall. I can talk about Miss Gecko stuff all day. All right. All day long. And then we have VeVeverse Mobile coming out. Should be coming out pretty soon. Another way for people to kind of get into the VeVeverse without having the whole commitment of using a whole computer. Right. And then, I think it'll be just a great idea of just getting people to get in there and seeing the VeVeverse, right? Like that way they're not like, stuck on their computer and stuff like that. They can like, we can all hang out. You know what I mean? Like we're all hanging out. Like we do a live event. We all hang out in the VeVeverse while we're like put together. It's just the possibilities are getting out there, man. It's so awesome. It's so awesome.
Yeah, whatever you can think of, I'm sure it'll be possible to do in the VeVeverse.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, guys. Make sure you get your hashtags in right now. Hashtags right now. Hashtag VeVe. Hashtag VeVe. Hashtag VeVe for that VeVe supported giveaway. Supported giveaway by VeVe. Let's go.
And thank you, VeVe, for that as well. Mm-hmm. All right.
We're proud affiliates with VeVe. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. We're going to pull up the Twitter picker right now.
Okay. Do I have that? Yep. Can you share my other screen?
All right.
See if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, you're good.
We see your Twitter.
Oh no, it's supposed to be the other one. Okay, hold on. Okay, 1 second while I get that. Let
We'll
me.
give you a little extra chances. Make sure you're pushing hashtag VeVe in the chats. Let's go. Make sure you use all caps, Fro, all caps. We don't know if that matters or not, but we're just gonna make you do
Just
it
in
anyway.
case. Just in case.
Just in case.
All right, we got 28 entries. 28. Can we get to 30? Can we get to 30? If not, it's okay. We're about to run it right away. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's spin that wheel. Let's see who's gonna get it. Will
Spin
it
that.
be? Who will it be? It's gonna be Steve.
Hey.
Shout out
Congrats.
Steve. Just got in the nick of time and he wins. I see you there, Steve. Shout out to you, my brother. Make sure you hit up MC in the chats. We're gonna make sure you get your comic right away. And then when you're done, man, post up. Let's see what you got, man. Show us what you got. Show us what you got.
Show us what you got.
All
Okay,
right,
I'm going to reset it for the
All right.
next one.
All right, my guys. So now what we're going to do is put in hashtag key moment for your chance to win one of our 3 prize packs. But first, without any further ado, it's time to introduce our special guest. You may know him as SeanyPoo. He's the man with the red hat with a beautiful smile. He's got the white shirt with the black tie. You know him, my man, SeanyPoo. Our latest addition to the CGC, my man, SeanyPoo. Shotty, how you doing, baby?
Woo-hoo-hoo! Doing good. Ah!
Hello.
What's up, Johnny?
Hey, D. Hi, Raven. How's it going?
It's good.
Woo, woo.
I'm so excited to talk with you.
I
How
know,
you
it's
been, man?
I've been doing good. SeanyPoo's doing excellent. I've been plugging away at the book. It's slow process, but it's coming. It's soon to be here. Hopefully I'll birth that thing. But yeah, doing good, doing great.
Well, you know, we know you from VeVe Crypt Toys. We know you as a children's author, illustrator of the upcoming chapter book series called SeanyPoo. And then, you know, we got our robot friend Fuji. You know what I mean? You have a newsletter, you got merch. Shawnee, what is cooking with you? What are you excited about coming up for you, my friend?
What I'm excited for is the future of digital collecting, the future of pop culture, and the future for SeanyPoo. No, I just can't. I can't wait to get my book done. I can't wait to see what happens with it. But no, I mean, especially with this digital collecting community, man, this is really, really cool. That we're able to get together and talk about our passions, our loves, our the things that we love, these superheroes, these characters, these cartoons, man.
So tell us a little bit how your collecting journey started. Was it when you were a young kid? Did it happen when you were a little bit older, when you started having kids? When did you start collecting?
So SeanyPoo's collecting journey started when I was really, really young. I struggled with reading. I sucked at reading. Everyone was reading books and everything, and poor old SeanyPoo didn't know what was going on. But it was actually my mother that got me into comics. She was always pushing my brother and I towards comic books. She saw what happened with stamp collecting and other collecting genres. And she's like, you never know, you know, you can get into this, you can collect these things and they could be valuable in the future. So that was a part of the start. But as I got into it, I realized, because I'm not just going to collect comics and not read them. SeanyPoo would just be looking at the images and develop these stories. And eventually I wanted to know what was really going on. And I started reading them and rereading them and rereading them. And eventually, I mean, God's honest truth, comic books help SeanyPoo understand reading. And I went from having to have, graphic images in books in order to understand what was going on with the stories to eventually graduating and just reading a normal novel with no images inside. But that was my mom. SeanyPoo's mom was the one that got me all hooked on these things.
Let's go, SeanyPoo's mom. Shout out to her. That's awesome.
Shout out to Mommy Poo. Boo, 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 boo. But from there, just I was collecting, your Marvel cards, your Michael Jordan sports cards, all that type of stuff. And we had our comic book store that we used to go to, all about books and comics. Shout out. I think they're still around. That was the best store growing up for SeanyPoo. And they always took care of me. That's one suggestion. If I can give that out to anyone that's listening that wants to get into this, physical collecting or digital, more for physical, I guess, but make those connections. Go to your local comic book store, introduce yourself, try to make friends. Try to make friends with the other, people shopping, or, make friends with the store owner. You never know. But yeah. And then graduated into going to Comic Cons and stuff. Woo!
Well, I'm just curious, what were the comics that you were reading? Like, what was the storylines of was it Daredevil? What was it?
Okay, so when I first started, it was, it's always been anything and everything, but mainly I was always drawn. I was always I always resonated with Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I was always just, Spider-Man just meant something to me, and him being a dork and not being respected, and just his story, I just dug. I related to it, but for the most part, it was quirky comics like Alf number 44. It was just weird stuff that I would collect.
I love Alf, man.
What?
Alf is such an underrated character. I love Alf.
So you guys got to look that one up. Alf number 44. It is not a homage. They do a satire thing where Alf meets Alf X-Men that are Alfs.
Oh, no way.
Oh yeah, it's a fun story. I still have my original copy. It is battered, beaten, ripped to shreds. I still have it, but I mean, it's a great story. It's fun, and it's Alf. Alf. Yeah.
Oh man. So what?
No, I was gonna say, Shawnee, when you were saying earlier about your mom getting you into reading the comic books, I had a similar story on that. Like when I first came to Hawaii, I barely spoke any English, just the regular hi, bye, and of course the bad words. But yeah, so my mom got me a bunch of books, tracing letters, the Disney little golden books. That's what they were called. Yeah. Those, and she even got me books without any pictures, and she basically not forced me, but that's kind of how she taught me how to read and understand the English language. So yeah, big shout outs to our moms and whoever else helped everyone else read and write. But yeah, just got a big shout out.
And it just goes to show, read. Whenever I do presentations, I sometimes go into schools, do art classes and whatnot. And the one thing I always encourage the younger generation is read, read, read. The more you read, the more you know. The more you know, the further you can go.
Yes. Reading is
And
fundamental.
I mean, it
Was
just
that
goes to
the
show.
Reading Rainbow?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, read.
No, that saying you just said that reminded me of the Reading Rainbow. Is that what they say on the?
Shawnee
The
Poo came
more
up
you
with
know,
that.
the more you go. I just got
So
like a flashback.
I actually took that line from a Dr. Seuss, but it's not
Okay.
an exact. It's kind of like the whole great power comes great responsibility. That was not exactly the words that were in Amazing Fantasy 15. It was very close, but yeah. But yeah, reading's freaking good. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't, like, for me, even to like when I'm reading something I don't understand, if you just take the moment to read it again, even though it's the same words you're gonna read it again slower. Yeah, like maybe by the third or fourth, fifth, sixth time, then you'll understand what it actually means and what you need to do. If it's like a manual, because
Yeah.
I have issues with reading freaking manuals.
That's something that I do constantly. I even do it with tutorials or like classes and whatnot. If I'll watch the class or whatever, and I didn't get everything. Got to watch it again. Got to watch it again. But I think we've talked about it also before about how I used to read to my kids the Harry Potter books. And what I would do, any parent out there, you got to do this. If it's not Harry Potter, do it with something else. But we picked this series. I would read the first book. It was a struggle getting these kids to sit down and just listen to me while, I'm trying to read it to them before bedtime. And eventually we got done with it. And so after each book, we would throw a party and it would be called, Harry Potter night. Oh, and then we watch whatever, movie we read, whatever book we read. Book one, we're watching the first, Harry Potter. And then once we got done with it, all right, guys, it's time to read the second one. And then eventually we got done with all of them. And it felt so good. It felt so good. But at the same time, it was sad because this experience is coming to a close. There's no rewinding it back and re-experiencing this the same way. We've already experienced it, and it was just like, hey, we're graduating. Oh my gosh, we're done with Harry Potter. What are we gonna do? But there you go.
That's also cool, right? Because you're reading the books, and especially with Harry Potter, there's so much more deep dive stuff in the books that are not in part of the movies, right? Like the whole ghost, all the different lore in there. So like when you're watching a movie, like, oh, they didn't even have like the ghost in there and stuff like that. So you're starting to like, okay, maybe the books are better. Like I remember for me, the first time I read The Godfather, and I was like, wow, like this book is way better than the movies. And I love the movies, but the book, there's just so much more in depth. You get so much more detail that you don't get like from a movie. So yeah, really, really cool thing that you did with your kids there.
This was something that I got from my dad. My dad would do this. Before he took us out to watch the Jurassic Park movie in the theaters, he read the novel. Before we saw Roger Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, he read the novel, and then he'd take us to the theaters and we'd watch it. And then he'd talk to us about, hey, in the book, there was actually this, what was going on. And, oh, they left that. And that always intrigued me. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. You get way more information through the book that you wouldn't get through the movies.
And, your imagination can create so many more grander views than, a movie can. Like, even though we have CGI and all that stuff, the things your mind can come up with is just bounds in comparison, right?
Oh, for sure. And even just like the scary stuff, right? Your mind goes scarier. I have made an effort though to look up words I don't understand in books, because I have gone through a whole series of books not knowing what a word was, and then when I find out what it means, it changes everything. Like I think it was the Hunger Games. I didn't know what a cornucopia was. So I had no real vision of it, and then I finally figured out what it was.
It's like,
Oh
oh,
my
okay.
God.
It's a bounty of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Raven, like you're bringing me back to my childhood days. My mom, besides the books that she got me a composition book and a dictionary. And my
Mhm.
task each time, every day, was to read part of the book, and whatever words I didn't know, I had to write them down and then go look it up in a dictionary. And when she came home, she would ask me about these said words I didn't understand. And so that was another way to like expand my vocabulary in a language that I was like just starting to learn. So yeah, that's reading is fundamental. Everybody, go and
Yes.
read. Go read your comic books or any kind of books. Yeah.
Yeah, find something you're interested in and just yeah.
But
Well, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, go ahead, Raven.
No, I was just curious how SeanyPoo found VeVe, like how he transitioned from this collecting to the digital space.
So how I came across VeVe, if I could just talk. Anyways, so everyone knows the whole NFT craze. Da, 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 da. Oh, people are making lots and lots of money. Oh, I was hearing all that stuff, and it was intriguing me. And I've, how do I say this? For the longest time, my brother and I have always argued, not really argued, but we've talked about the, with digital movies and stuff nowadays, how they're really, you don't own them and whatnot. And we've always, we always talked about it'd be really great if you actually own these digital goods and then you can sell them. And one day we were talking about that, and it just so happened that, the NFT stuff was going on. And I don't know what possessed me. I don't know how I came about it, but I discovered that Marvel was on VeVe. And I was like, what? You got to be kidding me. There's Spider-Man. And then Batman. And then you go and look some more. There's Disney. And I think I did with what most people did was, okay, I'll sign up, but I'm going to watch on the sidelines, see what happens, what's happening. But I watched how drop after drop was like selling out like that. It's like, what is going on with this? Woo! And eventually, I believe my first drop that I actually landed was Amazing Spider-Man 14, the first appearance of the Green Goblin.
That's mine too. I was like, it does work. It does work. You land something.
I know that feeling. I was like, oh my gosh, I just won the lotto. I got it. I landed. Oh. But that was my first one. And just the prices. Prices are a lot different now than they were back then. Because I was like, oh my gosh, thousands of dollars for that. Oh, I don't know about that. But no, that's what got me started. And I do see the benefit. I see the desire. This is along the lines of what my brother and I were talking about, true digital ownership. And it's just really cool. The future is really, really interesting. I don't know what it's going to happen, but it's going to happen.
And speaking of the future and what's out there, I just wanted to ask, like, what inspired you to, and what was your ding moment? Like, you had a bright idea of creating like a character, and like how you got into, illustrating and becoming an author and now writing your own book. Like, what was your inspiration? Is that something you can go into? And also, who this mysterious Fuji character is?
So I was Sean Sauter, aka SeanyPoo. I've always been a closet artist. I like to create things, but believe it or not, I am an introvert. I really don't like getting in front of people, but it's a means to the end. And I was always having people, you should go sell your artwork. Oh my gosh. I'm like, no. no, I couldn't do that. And then when the time would come and someone would say they want to, buy something from me, and I would just give it away to them because I just couldn't. I didn't have the heart to sit there and charge, money for what I was doing. I just didn't see the value. I was like, it's from me, Oh. But eventually, after going to how many different Comic Cons, I was going to these Comic Cons and I was meeting all my favorite creators, J. Scott Campbell, Stanley, it's freaking awesome. But what I noticed was I was really admiring the independent creators that I was running into. These guys that aren't published by Marvel. They're doing their own thing. It's their story, it's their characters. And that was something that I'm like, man, I want that, because it's like this. Doing Comic Cons and stuff, it's all cool and all. You could do with Spider-Man and everything, but you can get shut down. And there is nothing worse of a feeling than to create something and you cannot do anything with it. So after seeing, these independent creators, I'll name a few. Shelby Robertson, Scott Cirklin, Cirkworks Art Labs. Also, Jeff Pena. Jeff Pena, oh my gosh. These guys are local from Arizona. I was coming around them and I was getting the itch. SeanyPoo was getting the itch. Like, I want to be like these guys. This is cool. Like, this is their creation. Marvel cannot tell them, you can't draw it that way. Draw it this way. It really appealed to me. And so I've had stories throughout my life that I've wanted to make. I've got kind of like a joke of, I've got an ocean full of ideas, but a shot glass worth of time in life. So I'm not going to be able to get all these ideas. I have enough time. But I've always had this idea between a boy and his best friend, a robot. And I was heavily influenced by Transformers, Big Hero 6, Wall-E, and I wanted to do my own story. And around that time when I first started, it was what was it? There was like this comic. Oh, it wasn't a comic, it's a comic, like a comic strip page. I forgot what it was called. Dang it.
In the Sunday Funnies?
No. It's a website.
Oh.
It was about 5-6 years ago. Darn it, I forgot what. Hold on. Webtoon. SeanyPoo found it in his hand. Webtoon. So
Webtoons, okay.
Webtoons was becoming a big thing where it's like, hey, you can publish your comic strip or your comic book, but you can put it in comic strip form. And so I was like, I can do that. And so I created this whole idea of a boy and a robot. And I didn't know what to do with the first one, and I was struggling with it. But what I did was looked at a lot of popular comic strips, their first comic strip. I looked at Bill, hold on, is his name Bill Watterson? Calvin and Hobbes. I looked at that first strip and I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Like, the first strip was his dad, and then the final panel was Calvin and Hobbes. I was like, that is powerful. And it was like really funny. It was really cool. And so I decided, well, what if I did something kind of similar? And I did my first one, which is, I think I labeled it Lazy Sunday. And it starts off with SeanyPoo's dad sits down and he's got a hamburger in hand and he's licking his lips. I'm going to take a big old bite. And then all of a sudden he gets interrupted by SeanyPoo going, Dad! And he drops his burger and he gets upset. What? And then SeanyPoo screams, can I take your, can I use your, crap to pretty much build a robot? Can I use your junk? And he purposely uses this term, your junk, for a reason, because he's kind of manipulating things. But can I use your junk to build a robot? And his dad is just upset, just wants to eat. I don't care, just leave me alone. And then the final panel is SeanyPoo in front of Fuji the robot, and he goes, see, Fuji, I told you he was cool with me making you. And yeah, that's what started it. And I did another strip, and the more that I went with it, I was realizing this shouldn't be a comic strip. This needs to be a children's book. Like, this is way bigger than a comic strip. And as much as I like to keep doing it this way, I need a pivot. So I ended up switching up some things, and around that time was when I went to an event where I got a free table, which is really cool, going to these Comic Cons because they're really freaking expensive. But I was able to get a free table, but there was a catch, and I had to do art classes for kids, which was like I'm not trying to do that. SeanyPoo's a closet artist. I do things behind the scenes. I don't let anybody watch me. This is my little intimate thing. Just me and my art. Nobody watching. Ooh. So, yes, you guys have heard the story. I freaked out. I almost was not going to do the classes for the kids, but through talking with my wonderful other side wife and the person that brought me out, they helped me to switch my mindset, because my mindset was, if I'm going to go out, I have to have everything perfect. I have to say everything right. And any joke that happens, it has to be in the right spot. Everything just has to be perfect. And unfortunately, that's just not how it is. Even with this interview right now, it's just not how it is. You can't write out an interview. You can try to write out your classes, but as far as expecting it to go 1000% amazing, it's just not going to happen. So I ended up switching the mindset from, oh, I got to be perfect, to, you know what? I'm just going to go have fun. I'm going to try to make the kids laugh. My new goal, instead of trying to be perfect, is making the kids feel like $1 million. If I can do that, if I can finish this class, and at the end, if they're laughing and they're having a good old time, that's the goal. And I switched it up, and that's what I did. I went out there. SeanyPoo was not perfect, but I got out of my comfort zone. I faced my fears, and I made a big old joke, made a big old fool out of myself. I made the kids laugh. We drew a robot that was holding himself like he needed to use the restrooms. The mom and dads had a good old time. And yeah, at the end of my presentation, I got done, and I'm trying to run out of there like I'm getting away. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I survived that. Ah! But I had parents running after me, asking me where could they take their kids for my art classes. And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I work at a shutter company. I'm an office manager. And that's when the gentleman that brought me out had sat me down. I was like, what are you doing, boy? they see something in you. They want that. I'm like, I don't see it. And he just smacked me around and said, this is what you need to do. He laid it all out, and he got me to see like, wow, there's a lot more to Sean Sauter, and I can offer that to people. And there's no shame in that. If people see something in you, they see something in you. And, if that's what they want, go ahead and give it to them. And after that event, I went immediately to Drawn to Comics in downtown Glendale because they had been asking me for over a decade to do art classes in their store. And I knocked on the door and said, hey, you guys been asking for years. You guys want to do art classes? And we made it happen. So
that's amazing, man. And your inspiration, like for your book, being Calvin Hobbes, which is like one of my all-time favorite comic strips ever. And then you kind of changing Hobbes into a robot really plays into the nuances of today's generation, right? Because more than likely they're not going to have like stuffies anymore, like stuffed animals, and they're gonna start having tablets and robots and stuff like that. So you going with Fuji and doing that, I think that was a really smart idea. And your calling, like we don't hold our callings. Our callings just come out there, and you have to take it as it is. And I'm really glad you took that step. You put yourself out there, and it's paying off. At least I'm glad that you did that, because that's how I got to know you, right? And so
I'm really thankful that I pushed past the fear and I embraced. It's like this. If you want anything in life, you got to get it. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, man, I don't want to cry. I've had so many experiences. Doing these art classes with kids, and it means a lot. Going to the store, going shopping. I'm not in my outfit. I'm not wearing the red hat. I'm just regular old Sean Sauter. And it's really freaking awesome to run into one of my students and them just get all giddy. Oh my gosh, Mom, Dad, oh my gosh, it's SeanyPoo. Oh. And then they go and like grab their little brother. Oh, guess what? It's SeanyPoo. Oh, hey, SeanyPoo. Where's Fuji? Oh, he's over at the house, da. But it's cool to see, I guess, the impact.
Yeah.
And it's, I'm not going to act like, oh my gosh, Sean Sauter's gonna move the universe. If I could just make an impact on my home state, I mean, I'll be happy. But if I could just do a city or two and make an impact there, then I mean, I'll be even happier. But yeah,
I totally get that. The funny story is one of my first teams that I ever coached when I was I was in a senior in high school. Now those kids are seniors in high school.
Yeah.
Like I was teaching them 5 and 6, and they're like, Coach B, and you're like, who's this grown person with a mustache? But like, because you impacted their life in a positive way, you can live with that forever. And so like, yeah, that it's such a powerful thing. And I totally get that. And like, you don't need that much. You don't need that much to impact somebody else's life, especially a young kids. And then, if it's always with positive, it's beautiful.
So after I did those art classes at the comic book store, a community college ended up picking me up, and they're like, hey, we saw what you did online. Can you do this for our summer school classes for kids? It was a community college, and it was like, oh, okay, let's do it. And this is what happened. One of my first classes, I had this little boy. I'm going to call him Alex. Little Alex was a really high energy little boy. And I mean, he was a handful. I mean, we all know as parents, what a handful means. And Oh man, after every day of class, I was drained. And that boy was on my mind. And I'm like, oh, Alex, oh, that little boy. But what I'll say is this. On our final last class, it was really cool because we're ending the class off. This is the last class. We're not gonna see each other. And I try to make that final class a big bang where we're watching a Disney film where we're working on our final project, and then afterwards, I try to give out awards. I'm a big advocate for rewarding those that are really trying their best, whether it does look like it or not. But we did a whole award ceremony. And then it was time to say goodbye to everybody. And that was one of the hardest things I had to do, was to say goodbye. And these little kids are running up and giving me a hug. And, I'm got to keep my hands up. But that little boy, Alex, came up at the very end. He came up to me and he gave me a big old hug. And I'm just like, hey, Alex. Yeah, little Alex, how are you doing? And he told me something that really punched me in the gut. Because I told you, he was a handful. He was on my mind a lot. He said, hey, SeanyPoo, I got to tell you something. You know what? And I'm like, what's up, Alex? What's up? He said, I've got to say something. You made me feel really great because you didn't yell at me. All the other teachers yell at me. Bam.
Yeah.
That just sucker punched me because, he was just on my mind because he was really high energy. And yeah, I didn't yell at him. I didn't scold him. I just did the best that I could. And man, he brought SeanyPoo. he gave a good SeanyPoo punch to the heart, man. That warmed my soul, that I had that type of an impact on somebody that wasn't having good experiences with other teachers. And here I am. I'm not like some full, blown teacher and da-da-da-da-da. It was really, really cool. And I miss Alex. And I hope he's doing well. And I hope the other students are doing well too.
Yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing. And, it goes to show that, as outside, like adults, coaches, teachers, and stuff like that, we have that chance to make that impact and be that positive role model in a child's life. They may not have it, right? And so,
Yeah.
Like Alex had no other person that, that didn't yell at him. You're the one that didn't. So it also kind of changes their mindset about how they act too. You know what I mean? Like, well, like as long as I'm here with SeanyPoo, he didn't have to yell at me. So maybe I don't have to act out. Like, and trust me, I've had those kids, boy. I've had those kids like run a lap, run another one, go somewhere, go.
Keep it going. Burn off that energy.
Burn off that energy. But yeah, just being that person to be that kind of consoling person that the kid can actually feel like they can open up to is powerful. Thank you for sharing that, Sean. That's amazing.
No, thank you for letting me talk about that.
Of course, man.
My students, they're the world to me.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. So speaking of like Comic-Con experience and stuff, we heard that you may have a particular story with a man named Todd that you may have. Something like that.
My Todd which one, man? It's hang on.
Oh, there's more?
So yeah, there's way more. I've met Todd a lot of times. So hang on, which one are you talking about, big bro? Like, I'm sorry.
I'm getting this from my producer. Is that
Comic books and Todd McFarlane. Something
Okay,
about
is it the
a
haunt
limited.
one? Is it the haunt story?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so it's the haunt story. So, all right, we're not going to make it as long as Shawnee Poo usually does it. Bear with me, everybody. Okay, so man, I don't have notes with me, but I don't know what year it was, but around it was a long time ago when I was younger. Um, there was a point in time where Todd McFarlane, he had Spawn, he had a McFarlane store. Don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but in Phoenix, not Phoenix, it was first in Tempe, sorry. Then it was in Glendale, Arizona. Todd McFarlane had a McFarlane store, a physical store you could go to. He's got all of his NHL, NFL, NBA, Kiss, all these toys that he would sell. It was awesome, guys. I wish I had my my soundboard going. I'd be like, the dream sequence. But going to the McFarlane store was a magical place because you didn't know if you went in and you started thumbing through his figures that you might find, oh, there's a signature one on one. Oh my gosh, you'd find a signature. He would sometimes stop in periodically to check up on the store. And then as he's like looking around, he would take a pen and start signing his stuff. And then he'd just take off and they would sell it at whatever price, the regular price. And you'd just be like, oh my gosh, I got this toy. He's got McFarlane's signature. Ah. Well, around this time, McFarlane decided to branch off, and he and Robert Kirkman, the creator of Walking Dead, Invincible, they decided to team up and create this series called The Haunt, or Haunt. And it was about a gentleman that he's like a bishop or something like that, like a priest, and his brother is a mercenary, for hire, and his brother is ends up getting killed or whatever. And so the whole story revolves around people are trying to get his brother's wife, and so he has to go and try to protect her. And what ends up happening is he's having conversations with his brother, like an apparition or some ghost or whatever. And eventually, crap hits the fan. The bad guys are about to take the wife. And so the dead brother jumps inside of his alive brother, and they create the haunt. So that series was coming out. And we all know there's different variant covers, right? You have this, that, and A, B, C cover. And how they did it with physical comic books was that you have the regular A cover, and then in order to get B, you had to buy so many of the A in order to get the B. So it'd be like you have to buy 25 of the A's and you get one B. Then they had C, and you had to buy 50 copies of A in order to get one C, and then so on. They even had one that was a 1 in 100. It was a sketch cover. It was E. And so in order, I know I'm like repeating myself, in order for a store to get that 1 in 100, they had to buy 100 regular copies. So there you go. That's the setup of the story. SeanyPoo overheard from a little bird that the McFarlane store was going to get that issue 1. And they might get those variants. And I'm like, woo! Because I didn't get my hands on any of the other ones. Because usually when comic book stores get those variants, they immediately price them up. The 1 in 10 is like $10. The 1 in 25 is $25. The 1 in 50 is $50. And the 1 in 100, right out the gate, $100. So the book had already come out. I ended up going to the McFarlane store in the middle of the day. I don't know how. I think I was working that day. I don't remember. It's kind of a blur. But at that time, with my own family, we were going through some hard times because of the economy was crashing, 2008, 2009, whatever. We were struggling. And I ended up going over there. I walk in, I'm looking around, I don't see nothing. I'm like, what the freak? I thought little bird lied. Well, just as I was about to leave, I was right at the door. I was opening up the thing. It said, ding, ding, ding. And one of the customer service representatives came up and said, hey, what are you looking for? And I said, well, I was looking for a comic book, but I don't see it. And she's like, what, those right here in front of the register? And I go and look, and there's a table, and it has the Haunt comics. It has cover A, B, C, D, and E. The 1 in 100. SeanyPoo's mind is going, oh my. And so, again, comic book stores would be selling the 1 in 50 for $50, the 1 in 100 for 100. So I'm like, hey, customer service representative, how much, that awkward question, how much are these? And she's like, oh, they're $2.99. Okay. $2.99? Like, serious. And she's like, yeah. So, SeanyPoo, I'm like, stack. I did one of each of the, I did two of each. I did 2 A's, 2 B's, 2 C's, 2, whatever. But for the E, though, I was like, there is a stack of 10 of these 1 in 100s. 10 of them. Right there. 10 of them. And I was just like, this is just, that feeling where you're like, this is just too good to be true. Like, I feel like I'm going to buy this and it's not right. Like, I don't know. So instead of buying all 10 of them, I only bought 8. So paid for them. And I immediately went over to my LCS. And it wasn't going there to gloat or to, look at me. Yeah, I got a good deal. I was going over there to, hey, man, is this legit? Like, is this a legit 1 in 100?
Yeah, because you're like, wait a minute, this is too good to be true. This is way too easy. Let me make sure this is right.
So the comic book store owner was like, yeah, where did you go? I told him, but yeah. That was my Todd McFarlane Haunt story. In fact, that comic book, SeanyPoo's a cat lady. I'm not literally, but when it comes to comic books, I'm the cat lady of comic books. If I see a comic book on the side of the road, oh, you poor little thing. Oh, look at you. You're all ratted and everything. Let's put you in a sleeve and put you in the collection. Yes. And I never sold books. The first time I'd ever sold a book was Haunt #1. And it was tough for me because I don't like to sell books. I'm not that, I like to, make deals and, keep moving up or whatever. I like to collect. But the situation was 2009, 2010, whatever it was, we were going through some hard times and that helped us. Because of McFarlane allowing those issues to go to his store, I was able to actually resell them. It hurts to, I used to hate people like this, but I was able to sell them and it helped my family and I through a really tough time. So Todd McFarlane, if you're out there, thank you. And I miss the McFarlane store, dude. Bring it back.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
But at least you left 2 for somebody else, right?
There you go.
Yeah. And the ironic thing was that individual, from what I heard, went to that, they left and they went to the same LCS that I went to. And it sounds like they were gloating about it.
Oh.
So that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It happens. It's the hobby, right?
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
Well, that's it came in clutch though for you to to flip it in a way to actually help you. We weren't just doing it just to make like easy, however much you sold it for, to make bucks for you just to have. It's like you actually needed it, for your family. So
Yeah.
I'm sure Todd wouldn't mind. He's like, hey, I'm just helping another, collector out there. You know.
Yeah. And I've got more Todd McFarlane stories. We don't need to go over it right now, but yeah.
If you want some more SeanyPoo interview time, he does have a really good podcast on the Aloha Friday podcast. You're gonna have to dig deep and find it, but it's really good stories in there. The Christmas story. Oh man, I mean, come on, dude! Like it's so good and heartwarming.
So many stories. Yeah,
It's beautiful. But we did meet you and your lovely wife last year. We had a lot of fun. How was it coming out to DCon? And will we be seeing you again this year at DCon Vegas?
So let's talk about DCon. I kept it under wraps. I wasn't really letting too many people know that, hey, this is a legit thing. SeanyPoo's going to DCon. I kept it under wraps until I think we actually got out there. DCon was awesome. I don't know where the source started for this idea to get us all to go out there. I could have sworn it was D. It could have been part of Osman. But whoever, all of you guys, thank you so much for having the idea. Thank you to all who participated in making it happen. Thank you, because it was one of the best weekends in 2024. It was one of the best weekends in 2024 to be able to meet all my digital collecting friends. All these people that I've seen them online. I've seen their posts and everything, but to actually hold the big bro in my arms, or I should say I tried, but to be able to meet you guys in person, hug you guys, man, you guys are family. You guys are freaking family. And that's what that weekend felt like, was like a family reunion, even though like this is like our first time meeting. It felt so good. My wife and I thoroughly enjoyed your guys' company. We just got to kick it. We got to kick it and look at all around at the different art pieces, the creations. And it was also amazing to go out eating with you guys. That was so fun. But shout out to Kid Arcade. Shout out Excelsior. Anyways, that was awesome for him to put on that party. It wasn't just a party, it was a show. And he did giveaways. In fact, SeanyPoo's got to apologize. I know sometimes I can be a little bit much, but at that event, I think I was the first one to win Kid Arcade's, like, I forgot what it was, a tic-tac-toe thingy.
Loteria.
Bingo, yeah.
So, yeah, I was a little bit much, and I'm really sorry for anybody if you got annoyed with me. I was just really excited that SeanyPoo won. And
don't apologize, man. You were being yourself.
In this group, there is not too much, okay? We're all a little much. So you fit right in, my friend.
I was running around in a circle like, oh! But, I mean, I want to see that happen again. SeanyPoo wants to see DCon 2025 happen with our digital community. I want to see it happen again. I would love, this is what SeanyPoo would love. I don't know if it was live streamed. That would be cool if Kid Arcade would live stream the thing while it's live. I don't know. I think that would be cool. But then again, if people don't,
we do have some plans for this year. This year we'll have some plans, and I'm excited because Raven's going to be there this time too. Yeah,
Raven.
Okay, can you just talk to my husband after?
Sure, I'm down.
No, we've actually been talking about it. I'm trying to put things in place to make it happen.
Let's go.
It's in the works.
It's in the works.
Oh,
Man,
that's awesome.
Shawnee, this has been such an awesome interview, and dude, we can probably go for more hours, man. But we always like to ask our comic gurus that are part of our council, do you have some homework for us? Is there a particular book on the VeVe app, or maybe just a comic cover or an artist that you really want us to dive into? Is there something that you can give to us, and then we can report it back on it next week?
So I would say Marvel's #1 by Alex Ross is on the app. It's a must. It's a must issue. It's filled with a lot of Easter eggs I don't think people realize or know. But Lois and Clark are in that issue. It's Marvel. What? Billy Batson, Shazam. He's in that issue. And last and finally, Popeye. Popeye made an appearance in that issue.
Okay, I don't
The art is jaw-dropping because Ross's hyper-realistic style, it just levels up, and it will level up anyone's VeVe verse gallery as well.
That's the one with the Human Torch on the cover, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. I seen that one. Yeah. All right. Cool. Heck yeah.
So there's a lot of Easter eggs. Again, Lois and Clark, Billy Batson, Popeye. Those are just to name a few. But
all right. We're gonna have to check that out, SeanyPoo, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for giving your time. We're definitely going to plug you in all your socials at the end of the show. But again, thank you for your time, SeanyPoo. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Shawnee.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Could I do a shameless plug?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. So, you guys don't have to put me up.
Front and center. Don't be shy now.
So, if you guys were to ask me if if I wanted to see a certain artist or comic book on the app, what would I like to see? I know a lot of us are putting out, I want to see Alex Ross or J. Scott Campbell, the big names, but I would like to throw in a name from some of my independent creator friends. There's Scott Circlin. In fact, I don't know if you guys can do this. Let me copy this. I'll put it in your guys' private chat.
Okay.
I don't know if you're able to share it, but Scott Circlin, he's an amazing dude. He's independent. I've tabled with him a lot of times. He's an amazing dude. He's got this indie series called Young and the Dead. It's kids versus zombies throwback. It's kind of like Goonies meets Walking Dead, or not Walking Dead, Day of the Dead or something like that. And he's a great dude. He's got this new Kickstarter out. It's the final issue of his comic book. And again, it's the Young and the Dead. In fact, you can even back this and get the whole trade paperback. But Scott Circlin is an amazing dude. I look up to him. He's like an older, amazing brother to me. He does quite a bit. He's about educating up and coming creators through his YouTube series, Making Comics 101. It's one of the best free resources out there for indies looking to create. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of highlight someone that is independent that could use the push, but I would love to see VeVe get creators like this, like Scott Circlin, Young and the Dead, either putting out his comic issue by issue or doing a whole trade paperback. I would love to see more trade paperbacks on the app.
And with the new comic creator program, these things like this can definitely start happening. So yeah, if you want to see these artists, make sure you push it out there, put in the feedback tabs, hashtag them, Make sure you tag them in these things. Let's get these people that you want in the app. We will love to collect these people, man. Sean, amazing, man. Amazing that you're plugging in your home. Like, it's beautiful, dude. Beautiful, man. Thank you for coming on the show, man. Thank you for being our guru, and can't wait to talk more talk with you in Vegas, baby. Let's go.
Yes, looking forward to that. Totally. And I have, maybe I'll wear, because we did get a gift from SeanyPoo last time. He's wearing it right now. So I don't know. Maybe if I open it though, it won't be a collectible anymore.
That was so cool to surprise you guys with gifts. Man, it was really
awesome.
cool to bring those gifts and to see your guys' expressions because you guys weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah, thank you, Shani. Thank you and your lovely wife. That was really awesome. So I will keep it as a collectible because it's, sentimental. So I won't wear it. Thank you, Shani. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. You guys are doing a wonderful job. You guys are killing it. Even the wife is like, what? They have a new program? What? Like, where do they have all this time? Do they work? I'm like, they just know what they're doing. They're awesome. And they are family. I appreciate you guys.
Let's go. That was our man, SeanyPoo. Thank you so much, man. What a wonderful guy, man. What a wonderful guy. And D, I'm going to kick it to you for some community shout-outs.
Yes, let me get that set up here. 1 second. I'm going to share my screen. Right. Let's see here. Are you guys able to see that?
Yep, there we go.
Okay, let me move us here. Okay. So our first one that I'm going to be shouting out is Nas Clint. So Nas Clint and his son had their first Whatnot show, and they were doing some Pokemon cards giveaway and sales. So it was really cool to see them, and his son is so cute, and just kind of bonding over their love of the hobby, and just seeing their energy and just doing it out there together as father and son. So it was really good to see. So if you guys can go to Whatnot and give him a follow, put on the bell notification, so for the next time they have a show, we can go out there and just support them. I believe they're going to be doing another show in the next few weeks or so, but just keep your notifications on and go follow Nas here on X, and I'm sure he'll be posting it up when it's ready. So shout outs to Nas and his beautiful son. Another shout out I want to give is Richard Holy Frijole. Check out his art on his perspective art that he does on the McFarlane platform, and also what he's doing in the VeVe-verse. Go check out his YouTube channel.
Have you seen the Rick Morales one that he did? Like, when he's doing like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and he did in the VeVe-verse?
Yes.
Crazy.
Right?
Crazy. Yeah. Awesome.
So much talent and like the patience just to do all of that. Yeah, he does a fantastic work. So if you guys wouldn't mind going on and subscribing to him, he only has 66 subscribers, so let's get that up to 100, guys. Also, we have Chris Severs. He did put out another post, which is this one here, Fantastic Four, August of 1961, public date mint number. So he always, puts out his blogs and his FUD Free Friday posts. So if you guys can go and also give him a follow and just support him and read his blogs. It's, you can always learn something new. And he has a great wealth of knowledge that he's always sharing with us. And then we've also got Mr. SeanyPoo, who is our, special guest for today. But he does have his X page. Oh, yeah, and by the way, that's Fuji right there. And he also has his link tree This is his website. You can find out all about him, about his books, where you can subscribe to his newsletter. And he also got some merch that you guys can check out and support him, buy something, or just share it out there for everybody else to check out. And what he was talking about, Elf 44. This is what it looks like. Thank you, Hinano, for sharing that, so we can show it for the people. Yeah, it's very interesting, all the characters, but elf.
That's a lot of elf. That's a lot.
This is really cool. And our last shout out, last but not least, we have us, VeVe Radio. We have our X page, but if you could be so kind as to go onto our YouTube page and subscribe to us. We are halfway there, guys. We have 25 subs. We need another 25.
We're halfway there.
Halfway
Oh,
there. Da, da,
living on a prayer. My bad.
da. There you go. Oh, we should make that a jingle. Where Big Bro just sings. Yeah, so if you guys can go check it out, we have our episodes uploaded there. But we do have something in the works for when we do hit our 50 subs. So get out there and stay tuned for what we got cooking up. And also, let's see. So that's our community giveaways our community shout outs for today.
And now is the time you all been waiting for. It's giveaway time.
Giveaway time.
So make sure you put your hashtags in there. Hashtag key comics. Hashtag key comments in the chats.
Yes, and let me pull up that StreamYard giveaway tool. Let me just present my screen one more time. Bam. All right. Let's go. Get your hashtags in there, ladies and gents. And let me see what we might be having for our giveaways. All right. Okay, so in order to share that screen, so many screens, too many windows. Hold on.
Let's go.
Hold the phone so we know what people are winning.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to have to do it another way.
All right, while D is doing that, we are going to who is the artist of the 1 in 25 cover we're giving away? Who is the artist? First person in the chat with that wins the comic straight up.
Type in.
Oh.
Type it in.
Oh, Shankster fast.
Shankster?
Again. Let's go.
He's good.
Shanks is not playing with you guys.
Oh. Wait, wasn't he also the one from last week?
Yeah, Shanks is not playing with y'all. See?
Oh, he's coming in for that good.
He was there, he was ready, and he struck Shankster. Congratulations to you. You got it. The 1 in 25 variant edition of Amazing Spider-Man #1. Congratulations, Shankster. Another win.
This is the one. On the screen, that's what you're wearing, yeah.
That's the one you got, man. Congratulations, good sir. Let's go.
Awesome.
All right, now let's show them the other ones that we are going to get.
Okay, so I think it'll be easier if I go through all of them and then share the screen with the wheel.
Yep.
Because it's not on the same thing. So if you guys
Sounds
don't mind.
Let's go.
All right. And so we've got
bundle number 1.
Bundle number 1. We have the Amazing Spider-Man #1. So the first cover here is from Lee Bermejo. And I apologize in advance if I butcher any of these names. So we're still learning. We're still learning and trying. Second one here is also Amazing Spider-Man #1 from Ryan Stegman. And the third one here is Mark Chiarello or Chiareo, because the two L's sound like a Y, right? So either or, Mark C right here.
Nice.
All right. Then next, our bundle number 2. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 1. This is artwork from Pepe Larraz. Larraz. There's 2 R's. Gotta roll your R.
There you go.
Then we have in the middle Laura Kinney, Wolverine number 5 from Giada Belviso.
Love that one.
And I love this cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 1, introducing Hellgate, is Cafu.
Let's go.
This is bundle number 2. Then we've got bundle number 3. All of the ladies here.
Uh-oh.
We have Phoenix number 10 from Yasmin Putri. We have Psylocke number 6, Fan Yang. And we have Laura Kinney Wolverine number 5, Elena Casagrande. That is bundle number 3. And then we have bundle number 4, Amazing Spider-Man number 1, Greg Land. This one here. And then we have a Marvel Comics Group, Star Wars number 1, Phil Noto. I feel like I said that wrong. And Marvel Comics Group, Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider, Mark Brooks.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay.
What wonderful bundles that we have for you guys today. The most beautiful thing about this is our sponsor, Key Comics, is shipping these out as fast as he can. He's taking it as a personal mission to get these out. And we can't be more thankful enough to have such a wonderful sponsor that is just trying to bring more people into the community, bring more eyes to the community, and bridging the gap between digital and physical, because that is how we are all going to survive. Let's go.
Let's go.
So if you're not, put your hashtag key moment inside. Well, it's too late. Let's go. Spin that wheel.
All right. For our first bundle.
Bundle number 1.
Pasternak.
He was first in the chats today too, I think.
Let's go. First timer luck, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. And thank you, Raven, for doing that. Awesome.
We draw.
All right.
Here we go.
And just to let you guys know, you have to be willing to give out your mailing address for this, okay?
Yes,
so
you do.
You are in the hashtag, so we are assuming you are okay with that. All right, next winner for bundle number 2, we have... I
love our music.
Kiwi!
Let's go.
Awesome.
And this is also a very important time to let you guys know International Lives Matter. This will be shipped worldwide. Let's go.
This is so cool.
No soundboard needed.
Man. Nope. We are the only soundboard we need.
Let's go. And we're going to draw again. Here we go, baby.
Bundle number 3.
Who's it gonna be?
Delco! Nice job, dude.
Shout out to Delco. Let's go. Bundle number 3 in the books. And for the final one. Number 4.
Until next Tuesday.
Until next Tuesday. Yes, great point, Raven. Majin,
heck yeah, my guy. Let's go.
Awesome.
Majin's one of those people that I love see grow, right? Like he started off, now he's speaking, now he's becoming a regular speaker in spaces. So it's really, really cool to see him just grow. Shout out to you, Majin, and shout out to anybody else who wants to start, sharing your opinions and comments. Feel free to start coming up in different spaces. We're all very welcoming. We have people like O'Milly, people like J. East, people like Mainsy, people like Miss Gecko. everybody that's runs spaces throughout the day, please feel free to join up. That's who we are. We're very welcoming. We want you to be out here. So shout out to you guys. And again, shout out to Key Comics, our sponsor, for being such an amazing sponsor. It's such an amazing sponsor. And
Shout
really,
out to him.
this is all out of his heart, guys. This is all out of his heart. It's a beautiful thing. So shout out to the man.
And one more thing. So whenever you guys get your anything from any of your wins from Key Comics, if you could share it with us on the timeline and hashtag Key Moment, that would be awesome.
Because that's what Key Comics is providing. Key moments. Let's go. Indeed, I'm gonna do the rundown. Is okay. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. I don't know.
Yep. He's rejuvenated.
I want to let you guys know I was dying, but the energy that these ladies provide me is just it helps me out. It's beautiful. So we do have a wonderful space coming up in 5 minutes. So we better hurry up. We got Maisie coming out with Builders Assemble, volume number 7 on the Collectors Hub. Maisie's cooking. He's got a U interview coming up too. So shout out to our boy Maisie. We got Camping Out for Comics with Mahalojo and Mask tonight at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We also have the Real Uncommon Podcast with Future Watch live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I believe we have our boy Meta Beast with another beautiful section up for himself. So shout out to that. Like I said before, we have Collectors Hub tomorrow with Davey U at 3 p.m. Maisie killing it. Let's go. And speaking of killing it, we have VeVe Wednesday tomorrow night celebrating 100 spaces. 100. It's been so what? No way it's been 100. That's crazy. We have Key Comics, our wonderful sponsor, coming out with a Whatnot show on Friday. Cannot miss that. We have Aloha Friday with one of my favorite people in the space, Domino Dog, a.k.a. Tasha. I cannot wait. Tasha is one of my favorite people on the planet just because she's so bluntly herself. She can't hide it. There is no filter, and that's why I love her. I love that lady. And then we have Enter the Verse with Holy crap. My favorite people are being broadcast all week this week. It's awesome. That's going to be Thursday at 6 p.m. next Thursday. Or next.
This is what happens live when you read the teleprompter.
And then we're going to have some future plans for the show. Like I said, guys, we're always building. And I'm going to let you guys know, all right? Key Comics is such a good sponsor that we've been holding back from you. Okay, we've been holding back some crazy stuff that he wants us to give away, but we're like, no, we're gonna let it simmer down. So crazy things are happening. Did you say slabs? Slabs? Oh,
say what now?
Slabs.
Slabby patties?
Slabby patties, baby, coming, guys. So make sure you be on the lookout for that. Again, thank you so much for spending your time with us. We really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody in the space. Yeah, man. Raven, take it away.
Yeah, thank you everyone for being here. You've been listening to VeVe Radio,
where we collect big,
dream bigger,
and we'll see you next time.
We're getting
better at that, right? Getting better.